Hey guys, this is Tony from YamaTrips. I work with National Parks of Japan, and today I'm going to show you how to repel bears. From 2025, bears will enter your home, they'll enter your bank, they'll enter your school. There's been incidents just this month. A bear was, playing around in a school's gym. A bear was holding up a bank for 2 days. They're everywhere right now. Oh, there was one bear that just went hopping between different homes, like I think 3-4 different homes. They even killed a couple of grandpa and grandma. There's been a lot of incidents where bears, they open the door, where they enter a shop. They're smart. So it doesn't matter where you are, there is always a non-zero chance. All right, today we are in the forest. This is in Lake Yamanaka, which is right beside Mount Fuji. Over there, you should be able to see Mount Fuji. Come over here. Mount Fuji is actually just right over there, but today he's hiding. Anyways, let's get to our main topic. First of all, this is the repellent that you see a lot of Japanese people wear. Most Japanese people, when they go hiking, they're hiking solo, right? You don't make any sound. Like sometimes you know how we love the quietness, right? With peace of tranquility, right? So like just like enjoying the nature like this without making any sound. We're really, Japanese people were like ninjas, right? But if you're in the nature, that will get you killed because the bear cannot see you coming, right? If a bear cannot see you coming and it just, it turns a corner and see you right there and you are in their territory, right? Within 20 meters, they'll feel threatened, right? Especially if it's like a mother and a cub, right? The mother will try to protect the cub. So this is used as a bear repellent. Now, I don't like this sound. I don't wear a bear bell, because I usually travel in groups. I do, hiking tours and stuff. Or I'm just traveling with my filming crew. So to be honest, a bear bell is, I would say, good to have, right? It doesn't help if the bear wants you. Right? If the bear is hungry and it just wants you, having this, it doesn't repel the bear, right? It doesn't do anything for you. But this guy right here, this is the real deal. Bear repellent. So you can find these online, or if you come to Japan, you go to outdoor shop. There's a few, there's like Monbel, there's like Alpen, there's Snow Peak. There's so many outdoor shops. You can find them in the city. You can find them if you go hiking. There's like national parks where they have shops. Until around last year, I want to say, if you have like a bear spray on you while you're traveling in Japan, and a cop finds you carrying this, they'll like to interrogate you because, if you spray this into someone's face, someone's eye, you can leave a permanent damage. This year, there's been so many bear attacks. There's been over 100 attacks and more than 10 people have died, right? Because bears are hungry this year. They want to eat you. This repels bears because bears don't want to be in proximity of you, but now, this year, because there's shortage of food, they are coming for you. They're either coming for you or they're coming for your food. Anyways, they're coming towards you. So having a bear bell, it just tells them, oh, this is where the food is. So forget the bear bell, all right? Forget the bear bell. This is what you need, all right? I don't want to kill any trees, right? So I'm gonna spray into the ground, but I just want to show you how effective this is. They cost around, the cheaper ones about 5,000-6,000. The more expensive ones about 10,000. All right, so this will be a target practice. I'm about 5 meters from the target. Pretty big, but we'll just say that's like a 400 kilogram bear. There's a safety clip, put your finger around the ring and fire. Usually this will fire, they'll tell you fire between 5 to 10 meters, depending on the price and the quality of the product. Okay, it didn't hit the wall. So maybe this one, it's a cheaper end, 5,000-6,000 yen. You have to wait for the bear to be about 3-4 meters from you in order to hit the target. So yeah, that's pretty close, right? By the time bear is that distance away from you, you are pretty close to being in the swiping range. Right, so yeah, when the bear attacks you, what they do is they always stand up to look big, and then they swipe your face, right? 90% of bear attacks result in facial fractures, so facial injury. There's like a video is showing this person's skull after a bear attack and just gets crushed, right? Sometimes the nose comes off, like clean off. So yeah, by the time if they're that close to you, it's too late. And as you just saw, the spray went down, right? So if it's extending up, then it's gonna be, the distance might be 1-2 meters. Let's give it one more try. I'm gonna do a good hard shake. All right, let's go. Here we go. Okay, yeah, it kind of hit, but most of the spray went down to the ground. So yeah, I think for this product, maybe the effective distance is about 3 to 4 meters. Although it said 5.5 meters, I think, the bear's not gonna be crawling on the ground, so 3-4 meters. I don't know if you can carry this onto the airplane. Definitely not carry-on, but maybe in your luggage. It's very, very flammable, so it might be difficult. So maybe the best thing to do is come to Japan and buy these in Japan and then just throw them away after you finish. All right, now let's do some Q&A and let's go for a walk. Yeah, this it even says on the label, it'll leave a permanent damage if it goes into your eyes. So like even with bears, right, you're actually spraying into their eyes and their nose, right? So eyes and nose, you do not want this inside yours or someone else's, so never point at people. There's a safety clip, we'll always have it on, right? And sometimes you can even put it inside like a buckle, right? And yeah, if you're in the city, don't take it out. Look this way, this is beautiful. Wow, look at that. Wow. I've had people tell me that they're so scared of bears that they just said, okay, I'm gonna cancel my nature trip or my trip to Japan entirely. Don't do that. Don't do that. Just be prepared, right? Know what to do if a bear comes charging at you, if you see a bear. This way you can enjoy it. Look, this is beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I love Japan. Anyways, yeah, next question. Bears, they don't live, there's like a stretch of altitude where they prefer to live in, and that's either dense forest, right? For example, Myoko, the Myoko National Park, that area, the forest is very dense. There's a lot of bears in there because they can hide, right? And another thing is there's got to be a lot of food, right? So most of the food sources, they're not high up in the alpine, right? They're usually down, for example, Kumano Kodo, right? Kumano Kodo, the ancient pilgrimage trail. There are a lot of bears there. Why? Because one, the forest is dense, and two, there's a lot of food, right? And yeah, so in terms of altitude, you're looking at mountains between, say, 500 meters to maybe 1,500, where most bears are populated. If you do trails that are, say, Japan Alps or higher in altitude, there are less bear because there's less food. Now that you guys know how to deal with bears, let's go out there and enjoy Japan. Come on, let's go.